we've got now, what, about, it seems close to 24 hours after that huge non-call. Where do things stand, do you think, on this front with the league and the officiating as we head into Super Bowl 53, Peter?
Rich, I think everything is on the table. I think, everything from Al Riveron's job to the job of the officials, the side judge and the down judge, most notably. I was told yesterday that this is a side judge call most likely, but also could have been flagged by either the down judge or the back judge. The back judge in that particular case is likely to be in center field, so he's likely not to be on that. Basically that's likely not to be his job, but it could be depending on where the play takes him. And then I think as far as replay goes, Bill Belichick has said it for years. I don't mean that I have a scintilla of influence on anything, but I've written it for years. If you do not increase the number of challenges you have in a game, and you shouldn't, if you do not increase the number of challenges you have in the game, you ought to be able to challenge any call on the field at any time. You ought to be able to challenge offside. You ought to be able to challenge a false start. Replay is about getting the game right. And for everybody who says, "Oh my God, the games would be 5 hours long," no, they wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Right.
You wouldn't be able, if you used all your challenges, and with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, that play happened, and you didn't have one left. Well, tough bananas. So, most coaches, I think, would end up. Most coaches, in my opinion, would end up saving a challenge for the end. So, there's all kinds of things, Rich, but I get the sense from the league last night that quite literally everything is on the table right now for the review of not only pass interference, but the review of the officiating department in general.
I think time of game, Peter, is usually a hand-wringer for just league management. I don't think an NFL fan right now is saying, boy, that NFC Championship game was a crisply played game.
I don't think they're saying it either, Rich, and that's why I don't think it's a big deal.
I think it's the same thing in baseball too. Like, it seems like right now baseball is going to institute a pitch clock rather than a change in the shift rule. And I don't think a single baseball fan's like, what, these games are too long, Peter. So the question is
I think so in baseball, though, Rich. I really do. I think the 4 hour and 15-minute 9-inning games are ridiculous. And every time the Red Sox and the Yankees play, you get those. Now, some people don't care, but I don't know, especially the World Series games. Not that we're talking about this, but especially the World Series games when they're going on till 12:20 at night on the East Coast. But anyway,
no, I'm the one who took us down that rabbit hole. But my point is, though, is that to me, I think when you are having to talk about the importance of the game and whether it was either officiated properly or played in a manner that's more entertaining, time of game shouldn't matter. So what is holding it back? Is it just the sense of trying to keep a human element in officiating, Peter?
Rich, I think, look, when things like this happen, when things like this play happen, those are the questions that everybody's asking. But the thing is, the competition committee is not going to even put anything about this on the table until they go to the scouting combine. And really, the competition committee and the league begin discussing rules like this when they all meet in Indianapolis at the scouting combine. Roger Goodell's there, Troy Vincent, all the officiating people are there, and the competition committee members meet at the scouting combine, and they start the process of what they're going to do for the new year. Until they do that, I don't know what they're going to do. And I think there has been zero momentum to get every play reviewed. The Belichick proposal, zero. And so now we have to find out if potentially, it was not a lock, but it was going to have a very good chance. If potentially, when the wrong team goes to the Super Bowl, now all of a sudden somebody's ox has been gored, and it really, really means something.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.